Hi you guys, Miss Melody here at the King Public Library to do our next teen video, which is going to be Nailed It or Failed It vegan style. So there'll be no tails here. This is going to be a meatless, cheeseless, vegan lasagna. I'm pretty excited about it because all the ingredients smell really, really good. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to get all our prep work done. We're going to do our chopping and get our area set up to assemble our sauce and our lasagna. All right, everybody, I have finished all my prep work and I am ready to assemble my sauce. So I have chopped my onions. I have minced my garlic. I have opened my can of tomatoes and crushed them so that they're all sauce-like and ready to go. I have all my seasonings here. I have my vegetable broth and measuring cup, and I have my extra virgin olive oil. I also have this neat stuff right here. This is going to be our vegan Italian sausage. So it comes in sausage form, and I took it into my food processor and chopped it up to where it looks like ground hamburger. So this is going to be fun. It smells so good. I'm going to tell you right now, it smells just like Chef Boyardee's raviolis, and it's making me super hungry, so I can't wait to get this assembled. So we're going to start our sauce now. The recipe that I got is just a classic vegan lasagna recipe. I googled easy lasagna vegan recipes, and this is a 5-star, so this is the one I got. So what it says here is we're going to make our meat sauce. We're going to take some EVOO, extra virgin olive oil. Mine's brand new, so I have to open it. And we're just going to put some in our saucepan. And what we're doing here is we're going to saute all the onions and the garlic and the meat until it's good and brown and ready to go. And then we're going to put some tomato paste in and let that cook a little bit. And then we will add our tomatoes with 3 cups of vegetable broth. So that is where I'm at right now, and I'm just going to keep working on that. While our onions are sauteing, I thought we would talk a little bit about vegan cheeses. So I did buy vegan mozzarella. It was pretty easy to find. But if you've ever made lasagna before, you know that it has Parmesan and ricotta cheese in it. So I looked up a quick an easy recipe for a cashew ricotta cheese and a cashew vegan Parmesan cheese. So last night I bought 2 cups of raw almonds. I took those almonds with, cashews, raw cashews. I took the cashews with garlic powder, onion powder, and nutritional yeast. This is something that I bought. I didn't even know this thing existed, but it actually smells fantastic. It has a real buttery, toasty flavor to it. So you take everything and you put it in your food processor and you blitz it. You just chop, 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 chop until it's really small. That's why I had to do this at home. I had to do it with my mom's big food processor. So that is going to be our vegan Parmesan cheese. It smells really fantastic. I was super happy with the way it came out. It actually, to me, smells a lot like cheese. If you've noticed, I had to move some of my onions into another pan because I'm afraid I didn't bring a big enough saucepan. So always make sure you have the right equipment for what you're trying to do. If not, you'll have to improvise. So this is actually going to be the ricotta cheese. So this will get put in with the layers and it will give a creamy texture to it. And this was garlic powder, cashews, vegetable stock, and onion powder, I do believe. And then you put that in the food processor and you just blitz it until it's smooth as you want it. And it turned out really good, and it has a great cheese smell to it. So I'm really excited about trying this. I hope that it's going to be good. Our onions and garlic are where I want them to be. And the next thing we're going to put in is our meat crumbles. half in this pan right here. And then we'll put the other half in this pan over here. Because I definitely did not bring a big enough pan, you guys. Okay, so that we're just going to do until it, just for a couple minutes. It's really just to kind of give it a little crispy texture and absorb some of that yummy onion flavor that it's got going on here. So we're just going to stir all that together and let it do its thing for a minute or two. And the next step is going to be putting in some tomato paste. We're going to put in just a squirt in each, and we're going to let that cook for a minute because you want to let that tomato paste kind of cook out a little bit so it's not so smack you in the face tomatoes. Alright, so we're just going to let that go for a minute, and we'll turn my burners up. Right, it is time for our tomato paste, and it's going to take about half of this tube. First, you got to poke a hole in the top of it. So I'm going to do about half in this one and half in this one. So it was about half for each pan. And now that needs to be stirred in and cooked a little bit. All right, and the next thing you're going to do is you're going to add your vegetable stock and your tomatoes to the pan. Oh guys, this is smelling so fantastic. It just has a great onion, garlic, spices, just has a great smell to it. I don't think I'm going to miss the meat at all with this recipe. It's actually looking really good. Alright, so we are ready for our stock. We're going to do a cup and a half in that one and a cup and a half in this one. Cup and a half in that one. We're going to get that all stirred in. And this recipe makes a big 12 by 9 lasagna. So when you're picking out a saucepan, pick out a much bigger one than I did. Alright, so now it's time for our tomatoes. So we'll put half in there and half in there. Go ahead and get all that good juice out. I love canned tomatoes. Especially the ones I picked. I'm not gonna lie to you, I always pick the yellow can. It's the best. San Marzano tomatoes. That is what I use for my spaghetti sauces and pizza sauces. They're just really good. They're canned whole in their juices, and they're just great for stuff like this. So now we are going to bring it to a boil, and then we're going to start adding our seasonings in. I have measured out my seasonings. What I have in here is I have 2 teaspoons of oregano. I have a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. I have a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, just to give it some extra flavor. So I always mix mine together so that I can just sprinkle them right on top. And everybody gets a little bit of everything. That is our seasonings. Next, we're just going to let this cook down just a little bit. We're going to let it cook for 15 minutes, okay? And in that 15 minutes, I'm going to start cleaning up, and I'm going to get everything prepped to assemble our lasagna. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. Alright, you guys, I want you to get a great look at what I've got going on here. Look at those sauces. Oh, they look so good. I think I would put that over noodles and eat it with spaghetti. I mean, wow, it looks fantastic. Okay, you guys, our sauce is just about ready. It's got a few more minutes that it needs to cook. Now is the time when you would make your cashew ricotta, which I did last night, some pre-prep. I got it done, taken care of. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 400 so it can be good and warm when you've assembled. We're gonna let this finish cooking. We're gonna put it in a bowl and we're gonna sit it to the side. And then we're gonna start assembling our lasagna. So I can't wait. All right, at this point you want to taste everything and make sure everything has enough salt and pepper. I feel like my cashew ricotta could use a little bit of salt. And let's taste our meat sauce. Oh, that's on point. It doesn't need anything. And a little bit of pepper for my ricotta cheese. And a spoon for the ricotta cheese. Now, what we're gonna do is we're going to assemble. So the first thing I did was I greased my pan with a little bit of oil. Just spread it all over with a paper towel so nothing sticks. Our first step is going to be just a scoop of sauce. And we're going to spread it around in the bottom here. Just like that. All right, first layer is sauce. I got oven ready lasagna noodles. So these will not require any boiling, but they are a little bit smaller than regular noodles, as you can see. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna layer 4 across, just like that. And I kind of got them down in the middle. I'm not gonna worry about the ends, it'll be fine. So, oh, let me get my instructions because you always gotta have your recipe right here. The next thing I'm going to do is put on more meat sauce. So we're gonna spread our meat sauce out here. It said use about 1/4 of it. I just want to make sure my noodles get good and covered. There's nothing worse than an unsauced noodle. Okay, so all my noodles are covered, just like that. The next layer is going to be our cashew parmesan. So then we're just going to give it a good sprinkle like that right there. And I almost forgot. Let me get my vegan mozzarella. That's another layer of it, is the vegan mozzarella. You can use whatever brand you want. I like Follow Your Heart. It tastes really good. Smells really good. So now we're just going to put a good layer of this on. And remember, before you start doing anything with your hands, wash them. I've already washed mine. Always want to be clean and safe. Okay, our next layer is going to be our vegan ricotta. So you are just going to smooth that on there. Just like that. You just want a nice layer of it. That's all you want. It's another one of our layers. All right. And then after that is you just repeat. So noodles, just like that. Sauce. And you just keep repeating until you're all done. Oh boy, you guys, this smells fantastic. It looks and smells fantastic. And remember, you just want to Make sure to get those noodles covered. And then it's more of our cashew parmesan. And then it is the vegan mozzarella. I don't know, you guys, you think I can get one more layer out of this? I think I can. So we're just gonna push that down in there. Okay. All right, and this is going to be our last layer here. Make sure to get all those noodles covered. Oh boy, this looks so good. This is going to be fantastic. I can't wait to get everybody to try it. Okay. So let's put our ricotta. And just kind of smooth it out there. Get you a nice little layer. Go ahead and get the rest of it out because this is going to be our last layer. Since there's no more meat sauce and our pan is full. Oh boy, this is going to be so good. And I hope you guys have come by and signed up for summer reading because, excuse me, our prizes this year for summer reading are fantastic. And I really want you guys to come participate and win some awesome prizes. All right, since I coughed, let me wash my hands real quick before I put that final layer of mozzarella cheese and Parmesan cheese down. All right, so last but not least, I'm going to get a good coverage of cheese, because I love a good cheesy lasagna. All right. And I'm going to put just a little bit more of this because I want to save some, because I like to add extra Parmesan to mine once I serve it. So we're just going to put a little layer of the parm down and put the lid back on it so we can save the rest for later. And we had 4 noodles left over. We didn't need those, so we just won't worry about them. I'll put them back in the box. But look at that. Our lasagna. Oh, let me get you over here so you can see it. Look at our lasagna. That's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. So now all you have to do is cover it in tin foil. Wrap it up really good, nice and tight. Our oven's preheated to 400. We're going to stick that bad boy in there for 30 minutes. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to take the tin foil off and cook it for another 30 minutes. You want to make sure that it's bubbling around the edges and that your noodles are cooked. Because with the oven ready lasagna, you don't have to boil them. So they just have to cook in the sauce there. I can't wait. Back in a few, you guys. All right, I've got it covered tightly with tin foil. My oven is preheated and ready to go. We're gonna get this bad boy in here. Ooh, it's heavy. That is one heavy lasagna right there. Okay, so now I put a 30-minute timer on. It's gonna cook for 30 minutes with the tin foil on, and then we're gonna pull the tin foil off. All right, everybody, it is time to take the tinfoil off. So all I'm doing for that is I'm not even going to take it out to do that. It is juicy. Oh my goodness. And cheesy. Let me I'm going to slide that out, and I'm going to take the tinfoil off, and I'm going to slide it back in, and it's going to go for another 30 minutes. So we'll see what it looks like when it gets done. Okay, everybody, I just want to give you a real quick look in the oven. Oh, man, that looks good. I can't wait to try it. Our last 30 minutes is done, and I have my lasagna out here, and I have to say, it smells fantastic in here. I wish you had smell-o-vision. Let me get you over here so you can see the finished product. Oh, that looks so good, you guys. So good. So now it needs to sit for about 10 minutes just so everything can just kind of come together. And after that, I'm gonna taste test it and see if I nailed it or failed it. All right, everybody, the moment of truth. I got my layers. I can see my lasagna layers there. It smells fantastic. My mouth is watering. So let me get a good bite of everything here. Oh my God. There is no way you would know this is vegan. When I cut it, it even did a little stretchy. Even with the vegan cheese, I got that cheese flavor. I've got that wonderful spicy meat flavor. It's a little spicy, so if you wanted to opt out of the red pepper flakes, you could, but I kind of like that little burn back here in the back of my throat. Oh, I'm gonna have to say I nailed this one, you guys. This is fantastic. I hope that you make this for your family tonight, because it did not take that long at all. The most time it took was cooking. The cooking really was the hardest part. Everything else was super simple, super easy, and what a fantastic meal. Do a meatless Monday. That's what we do at my house. We just eat veggies. This is a perfect meatless Monday dish, or any night of the week. Surprise your mom. Give her a night off. Make her a vegan lasagna. I bet she'll love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this teen video, and I hope you'll check us out next time. It won't be next week, but the following week, we will have our last teen summer learning program. It will be making clay figurines. But next week, we're gonna have teen book club here in the library. What we're gonna do is we've been reading Black Beauty, and we're gonna watch the movie Black Beauty. And then after the movie, we will have a little bit of discussion about how was the book different from the movie? Was the movie better? Did we like the book better? So I hope you guys will come. Get your own copy of Black Beauty, read it, and come next week to my to our movie party. Sorry, I had a little food in my mouth. So I will see you guys next time. Remember, give mom a night off. Make her a vegan lasagna, because this, you guys, is absolutely fantastic. I hope y'all have a great day. Enjoy cooking.